What's happening, fellow geeks on the internet? I'm TGun coming at you with another video. This time I've got another custom LEGO minifigure review for you guys. This time I've got two minifigures from Earthly Bricks, that being Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.2 and Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.1. Now, this is sort of a follow-up to the last video where I reviewed the Bricks, Gamora, Star-Lord, and Nebula. I thought it'd be really cool to review these guys as well. I actually got this Gamora like towards the beginning of the year, I'm pretty sure, and then I got Ego a little bit later, and yeah, I just never got around to doing a review and thought I'd do one now for you guys. So with that being said, let's just head straight on into the review. So before I look at the main figures themselves, I just thought I'd show off the packaging that they came in. So I bought these both from, I think, Baby Brick 2022, so link will be down below. So they both come in these really nice plastic packaging. This has got like a bit of a hard case. So once this opens up, you can see more also comes with a rifle. This is more from Volume 2, so I don't know why this one came with it, but it's really nice. I'm probably not going to display this or with the figure, but it also comes with this really nice tile piece. So it's just printed with Gamora background. You can see this is number 7 out of 30, and then you've got like a really nice display card as well, Earthly Brick. And yeah, unfortunately they don't have an Instagram, so I can't really link you guys to the Instagram if you want to check him out. But if you just check out other stores like Tracy Brick and Baby Brick 2022, you'll be able to find all his stuff on there. Oh, and Outside Brick as well. Those are the 3 stores I use. Tracy Brick, Baby Brick, and Outside Brick. And then for Ego, he just comes with this much more simpler case. He doesn't have a big card like this one. It's just a plastic case. He does have his alternate head. He's got this little planet version of himself, which is really cool. And then he's also got the same sort of tile, which, as you can see, this is Ego 29 out of 30, which is really cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's move on and have a look at Gamora. So starting off, here is Gamora by Earthly Bricks, based on how she appeared in the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, and I've always wanted a minifigure like this. As like I only ever did one Gamora from the first Guardians film, that being the Ravager costume from the end of the movie. Same with Drax. I wanted to have a representation of her outfit from majority of the film before they even put on the red Ravager outfits. And I must say, this is absolutely perfect. Once I came across this minifigure, I just knew I had to have it, and I fell in love with it as soon as I got it in hand. Starting off with her accessory, she does come with her sword. Now, this sword is actually done a little bit differently to how Brick did his sword for Gamora. So this is actually made out of some sort of metal. That's hence why it's so like reflective. It's really nice. Got like a nice feel to it. Got all this really nice etching on the blade. And it's just a really cool piece to have. So I'll just set that aside so we can have a closer look at the minifigure itself. And yeah, this is perfect. So one thing you can notice too, she does come with a custom hairpiece. And as I said with the Bricks Gamora, this hairpiece is absolutely perfect for this one. So if you take a quick side by side, you can see like how they were done differently. So that's like a long streaky hair. That's just more of Gamora's like more natural hair from the first movie. And yeah, I think this is a custom resin piece. It's like just a big chunk of resin essentially, but it's painted up really nicely. It's all black with like a really nice magenta highlight and wash through the bottom, and it's just perfect if you ask me. It's got a custom face with a bit of a smile, which is really cool. Got all like the printing and tattoos and markings. It's a bit hard to see with the lights, but if I just kind of cover it up, you can sort of see on the face there's a bit of like reflections in that just around the face there, which is perfect. The torso and legs are done in a Lego dark blue, and they look really nice. I'm just trying to remove that. You can see there's nothing in the back. But yeah, so leaving the hair off to have a look, you can see the nice printing down the side and down the front for her outfit. They have like a bit of like a mesh sort of look with having like the front there be like a bit darker. And yeah, it's got some really nice stitching pattern that's done. And yeah, you can see the belt that's running down across the front. The legs have got some knee pads, which are a little bit high up if you ask me, but they're really nice. Nothing on the side of the legs or the back. The only printing on the back of the legs is just on the back of the hip piece, which you can just see the continuation of the torso. And then if you have a look at the side, there's nothing on the side there. So they are printed on some dark blue double molded legs. This is actually the first time I've got the dark blue double molded legs, funnily enough. Here you can see the straps running along the top of the legs there. The arms have got like a really nice braces printed on as well. I guess if I want, I could like wrap them around if I really wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it. And then you got like the top of the arms there. I've just got like the shoulder outlines. But yeah, overall this figure is really simple but effective, and I love how it's just essentially it's Gamora done in like Lego's official style, and I'm really glad to have this in my collection, a proper Gamora figure from the first Guardians movie. So I did actually pick up 2 of these Gamoras as well, as I love this figure so much, and I really love that hairpiece and head, that I wanted to use it on this Gamora. So this is actually a semi-purist Infinity War / Volume 2 Gamora, and I wasn't too big on the Lego official hairpiece. Never really have been. I don't think it fits Gamora personally. And yeah, I just knew I wanted to use this head and hair. So I do have the other body, which I am planning on turning into the the Endgame Gamora. I've kind of used the Thanos Gamora arms, just to sort of make the version from Endgame where she's got the extra armor added. So she's got the arm, like shoulder pads, gauntlets, and that. I want to get like a proper shoulder piece to go on there as well. Like a Ninjago gold shoulder armor or something like that. So I am still adding to this. But yeah, so then I've got my Volume 1, Volume 2 / Infinity War, and an Endgame. So yeah. But this figure, I've just added like some bootleg Gamora legs and the little like tail coat thing. Given her the first, like the sword from Earthly Bricks, as well as the head and hair, to honestly make the perfect Volume 2 look. And I absolutely love how this figure looks. Just move this out of the way. There are the custom legs, and if I remove this, the hip piece is the Lego official one, and then that's just how the printing looks. I do want to switch this out to a cloth piece at some point, but this one will do for now. And the bootleg Gamora I just got off of AliExpress. So yeah, so pretty much everything's Lego official except for those 2 legs and the tail and the coat piece. But yeah, and then here's just a quick look at this. So as stated, I've just added the CMF Gamora arms, and I will be getting a shoulder piece to add, because she did have gold shoulders, and I just think it'd be really cool to have a different take of Gamora. So yeah, I just wanted it, like the Endgame one, to stand out a little bit more, because I think after her initial introduction in the 2014 scene, she essentially removes the gold armor and is pretty much this again. So I wanted to add the gold armor to differentiate her a bit more. But yeah, all in all, really happy with these Gamoras. With that, let's have a look at Ego. And for the second figure, here we have Earthly Bricks' Ego. Now, Ego is one of my favorite villains from the MCU. I think he's definitely top 3. I love Thanos, and I love the High Evolutionary from Volume 3. I also love Ego, and they're just some of the best villains if you ask me. For the longest time, I've wanted to add Ego to my collection, because Lego never made a proper Ego figure. And out of all the ones I was looking at, I think this is definitely the best one. That's why I decided to pick him up. And yeah, he just looks really cool. So, starting from the top, he does have a light grey version of the Jerry Seinfeld head, which funnily enough, this is my first time getting the Jerry Seinfeld hairpiece. And it looks really nice. He does have a really nice face print, which definitely looks like Kurt Russell, in my opinion. He's got like these blue eyes, which usually I'm not too big on like the blue eyes on Lego. I usually prefer like the black pupils. But I think for this, it really works, especially when he's got like his powers lit up. And then if I remove the hairpiece and turn it around, he does have like an angry facial expression, which is really nice. And he does have an alternate head. So if I quickly grab that out, and here he is with like his alternate hair, which has the much more standard like black eyes. I mean, this looks cool too, but personally I just really like the blue. So it's the same sort of facial expression. I think I prefer this one a little bit more. So I take them off. He does come with a custom cape piece. Now this is my one little nitpick is with this cape. It sits on really nicely and it's got like the nice scarf look. However, I'm not too big on these sort of hard capes, like, you know, plastic or resin capes, just because they're very limiting with trying to put them down on studs, like for displays and that. It like just forces it to kick up, and this hairpiece doesn't sit down very well. I have to have it like facing a certain way in order for it to plug in all the way, and just one little move, it just pops the hair up. And I'm not too big on that, so I will be replacing this with a cloth cape in the future. I've just personally been using this black Mandalorian cape. So if I just quickly add that on. I've just personally just been using this piece. However, I will be adding, I do want to get like a custom Cape Madness poncho and making this proper scarf. Just, I'll cut that up and that. But that's what I've been using recently. And I just think that just looks much better. It sort of sits the same way as the hairpiece to sit on properly. Don't get me wrong, this is a great piece. It just doesn't really work with that hairpiece. Unless I sanded this down, which I'm not really willing to do, it doesn't really fit too well. So, yeah. But as I said, I do plan on using a cloth cape just because I prefer the cloth capes. I'm just going to get a couple of capes from Cape Madness, get a poncho, cut it up to make like his scarf to hang around the front. And yeah, so I may do a video in the future showing that off when I do make his new cape. But yeah, just removing it entirely. But I mean, by the end of the movie, he like doesn't have a cape on anyway, so it still works out fine. So coming to the torso, it's all printed on a Lego dark tan torso. You got nice printing on the front with like the nice brown sash. You got like the gunmetal like grey sort of detailing. Got his belt. Coming along to the back, just got a continuation. So you got the strap coming around. Looks really nice. You got some really nice printing on the arms. You got some brown and then like just some silver like detailing. I've always loved Ego's costume from the movie. It's just so like angelic, I guess you could say, just with like all these like nice details and that. Just looks really nice. You got like the black legs, which they're actually printed onto brown leg, like reddish brown legs. So you got that appearing. So that's really interesting. You got some continuation, you got some line work, you got like a strap that comes down to the side. Just got the buckle and that. And yeah, you got some nice boot print like at the bottom. And yeah, this is just a really cool minifigure. And as shown before, he does come with this little planet bit. So I suppose you can have him hold that. Or you can do that. Which, I mean, that's kind of disturbing, if you ask me. That's hilarious. So, that's just like a nice little display piece to have with the figure. So you got Ego's human form, and then you have his little planet form next to him. But yeah, all in all, really great figure. Glad I picked him up to add him to my collection. So anyway, let's move on to the comparisons. So here's the Earthly Bricks Gamora with the other version. So as I said, here's the Lego official version of Gamora. And as you can see, it's just the Red Ravager outfit from the first movie. So it's really cool to have her main outfit here. And then here's the Volume 2 / Infinity War with like all the part swapping that I did to make my semi-purist Gamora. And I think out of these, I think this might be my favorite. Just I really love how that's turned out. But that's also a very close second, or interchanges. They're just really nice and pleasing to look at. And then here is my in the works sort of semi-purist volume Endgame Gamora. So as I said, I still need to get some like gold shoulder pieces, but you'll see that in a future collection video that I am planning to make of the Guardians of the Galaxy minifigures. So that's how they look. And here's how the Earthly Bricks Gamora looks with her other fellow Guardians. Now this looks really cool. So from left to right, we've got the Lilo Brick Draxa Destroyer. We've got the original 2014 Star-Lord, which I've modified. We've got Nebula, and then we've got Rocket, which is the original 2014 Rocket that I've since repainted the fur and modified slightly. to fit the collection, and it looks really cool. Now, one thing I've noticed when looking at these all together is this Gamora, it looks like it's been printed to match the styling of the original figures. So it's only been printed on the front and back of the torso, the arms, and the front of the legs. There's no side leg detailing or anything like that, because in 2014 they didn't. I don't think Lego really did that. Whereas Ego's got side leg printing, more details on the arms, and just much more like detailing throughout. So it's kind of really cool, that little detail I noticed. But yeah, so that's how they look together. And here's Ego with some other Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.2 figures. I don't really have any other Ego minifigures, so I can't really show anything like that. But here's Ego with, I guess, some more relevant minifigures. So we got my my Vol.2 Gamora, my Semi-Purist Vol.2 Star-Lord, and my Vol.2 Mantis. So they just look really cool all together. And yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. So thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think down below. Let me know which of the two is your favorite. I'd have to say, for me, I think Gamora is my favorite out of the two. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Ego and glad to have him. But I've been wanting a Gamora minifigure like this ever since 2014, and I'm so glad to finally have one in my collection. And as I stated, I would have left a link to Earthly Bricks' Instagram down below. However, it doesn't seem like he has one, so instead I'll leave a link to 3 of the stores that I know of that sells his minifigures, that being Baby Brick 2022, which is where I actually got these two from, Tracy Minifigs, and Outside Brick. So go check them out if you want to see some of Earthly Bricks' other minifigures. He does a bunch of different minifigures and even update parts for minifigures. There was actually a Mantis update of like the skirt piece. Like this is just a Cape Madness Karma from them, but Earthly Bricks actually did a proper waist piece, which I'm spewing I missed out on. I think it was sold out by the time I found out about it, so spewing I missed that. But they do a whole bunch of different pieces, which are really cool. I actually got a Thor minifigure from them recently from Infinity War. So let me know down below if you want me to review that. But yeah, they do a lot of really cool minifigures, and there's a few more I would really love to pick up, especially the Guardians from Guardians of Volume 3 in the spacesuit. So that's definitely on the list that I really want to get at some point. But yeah, with all that said, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share for more. Check out my Instagram down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye guys.